Hey everybody, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. One tool a week guy here, and this week last week, I'm sorry, we got all these babies. We just added the Klein diagonal cutters to our tool pouch or tool bag, and lights, everything. We got knee pads. We're good to go, guys. Now, what is it that we're gonna need next? Now, as far as HVAC, you're probably not gonna use this as much, or you are gonna use it as far as running conduit, but it's more specifically towards HVAC and plumbing. We're still in the cutting subject. We already added wire cutters to it, small ones. Of course, you're starting off, you don't need the large wire cutters yet. But what about tubing? We need to cut copper or brass, depending on what you're working for. HVAC, you're gonna need to cut copper as far as for the units. Going into it, brazing, sometimes it's going to be a tight space. So for those tight spaces, my suggestion would be to add on our next building a tool bag tool. It's going to be the Ridgid 104 model right here, cutters. Now these Ridgid, I had already opened them. Now these little Ridgid cutters, let me throw that to the side. Now these babies are going to be real small, as you can tell, but they're designed for use in restricted space or small diameter hard or soft copper, aluminum, brass, or plastic tubing. These would get into little tight little areas. Let's say you're in between walls, you're gonna rotate instead of having those large cutters. These are gonna work great. Like I said, they sell different blades, guys, and you could also cut conduit, whatever type of metals they sell them. Ridgid is an amazing brand. I use it all the time, and also it's made of aluminum right here, this section, so it's gonna last you. Of course, the screw and all that's gonna be metal. Eventually it'll rust just a little bit, but if you keep them oiled up, they'll last you a good amount of time. Now, it's a lightweight slide-in wheel housing. Screw knob allows easy control of cutting, pressure for clear cutting. These babies right here, the 104 models, are gonna cut 3/16 to 15/16, or 5 millimeters to 24 millimeters pipe, depending on what you're using. HVAC, of course, you're gonna go with OD, and plumbing, you're gonna go with inside diameter ID. These babies are gonna set you back at Amazon 14.21, or Home Depot, you're gonna find them for 14.98. Also, let's say I'm gonna keep these babies. I use them all the time, like I said. And if you want a little bigger, they have the Ridgid model 101, and all it is, it's the same thing as the 104s, but the difference is it's gonna be a little larger, as you can see. All right, the cutting diameters for these are gonna be 1/4 to 1.125 pipe, or 6 millimeters to 28 millimeters. It's gonna have a larger knob right here. And as far as extras, you're also gonna come with an extra cutting wheel. If you can see in here, it comes, take off that little screw, and it comes with an extra cutting wheel that you could take off and change out. Like I said, also the blade, you could change them out depending on what you're using to cut. Ridgid has different brand blades, or I'm sorry, different blades that it sells for different material. Now these babies are gonna set you back at $23.80 on Amazon, and at Home Depot you're gonna find them for $21.28. So yes, they're gonna be cheaper at Home Depot, but I keep both of them in my tool bag. I'll keep these two in stock. So let's say as far as plumbing or HVAC, you're running big air handlers or whatever the cause is, and you got to go bigger than inch or inch pipe ID, or 1.125 OD pipe. In that case, then I would definitely recommend the Ridgid cutters. Now these are your basic Ridgid cutters right here. These babies are gonna cut, but this is gonna be basic. You could cut conduit, anything. Almost every brand you think about, but the one that I do like is gonna be the, let me show y'all real quick. These are gonna be the Ridgid 151 model, if you can see right here. Now the cool thing about it, it doesn't just screw. You just press a little button and it unlatches. So you just quick adjustment, slide it in, and bam, start cutting instead of having to screw over going in. Now these, you just put your pipe, cut them, and you're good to go. And just cut your piece. Like I said, it's fun, quick action release. Now the Ridgid 151 model is going to be the XL knob cutting tubing more quickly and easy with large, more aerodynamic design. Quick action design with I-beam construction. And it's also going to be made of aluminum. Corrosion resistance, of course, your metal's not going to be. Fold away reamer. So back here, you're going to have a reamer. Ream your pipe, conduit, copper, brass, plastic, whatever it is, you can ream it. And it's also going to be a quick pin release. Ridgid has this little pin right here for the, just press it in, pull it out, and just like that, your blade comes out. The quick pin release is great, and also it comes with a extra cutting wheel. They really designed it real good, guys. Now, the Ridgid 151 model, it's meant to cut 1/4-inch pipe to 1 7/8 or 6 millimeters to 42 millimeters. Copper and aluminum. Now, these babies are going to set you back on Amazon $42.99 or at Home Depot $45.98. Now, this is going to be the one that I add on the tool bag, but Ridgid also sells all type of different sizes. Let's say you're doing a little more bigger pipe than usual, then you could go with the Ridgid right here, the 152 model. Now, as you can tell, it's going to be a little bigger, but this baby's meant to cut 1/4-inch to 2 5/8 or 6 millimeters to 66 millimeters. On Amazon, it's going to set you back $67.99. At Home Depot, you're going to find it for $67.99 also. So depending on when you want it, either faster or wait, that's fine. Or let's say you're doing even bigger pipe, so some big boy pipe, then you could go with these babies. Check it out. Look at that. That is huge. But this is big boy pipe right here. This is going to be the Ridgid 154 model. Believe it or not, it's quick release also. Stronger spring. And everything the same as the 151 model. But the only difference on this is going to be it does not have a reamer. For obvious reasons, big pipe is harder to ream. Might as well just use a file. And these babies are going to cut from 1 7/8 to 4.5-inch copper, aluminum, brass, OD. And that's 48 millimeters to 116 millimeters, guys. On Amazon, you can find it at $107.14. I was not able to find it at Home Depot. But like I said, I'm just going to stick to these. I just wanted to show you all the different cutters that Ridgid, and these quick release are great. I love them. They make pipe cutting so much faster. Like I said, thanks for watching, guys. This is going to conclude my video. Any questions you have, I'm going to post up the links below of the items and prices for them. And like I said, thanks for commenting. I've been reading all y'all's comments, and I've been replying as much as I can, and I appreciate all the support, guys. Keep watching my videos and keep liking my videos. Let me know if y'all want to see anything else. Appreciate it. One tool a week, guy.